Hey spuddies, Potatomcwhiskey here, and welcome back to Let's Play Civilization 5 as Sweden. Now, what the plan we have here is we're not going to rush the universities as hard as I'm thinking. What we're probably going to do is we're probably going to get out things like my armories first, and then we'll go into universities. And the reasoning for that is the armories have production on them, so that's going to long-term pay itself off. And that's just sort of the pathway that I've chosen. We want to get our production up before we go straight into universities in these cities. But we will be kind of beelining universities a little bit here. Very well. You may do that to me if you so wish. Okay, so I was beaten to Angkor Wat. Now that was to be expected. I just thought I would make an attempt. That'll probably help us finish our policy. Yeah, so the converted culture actually did help us finish a policy. So it's not the end of the world. Now, we get +1 happiness, plus 10% food from castles, and 100% construction rate of castles and armories. So we are, in fact, actually constructing armories in a few cities. And we're going to want to make sure that we prioritize those a little bit higher than normal. We've also got education coming out here soon. So I'm thinking armory ahead of forge now that we have a production bonus towards it. It's basically like the armory costs the same amount of production as a forge. Promote a unit. Alright, so he actually stole my kill there, which is, you know, mildly upsetting. Okay, now bring this cavalry out this way. So let's get these catapults in line. We start getting these pikemen up and over to perform the front line. Now, pikemen aren't the most amazing units, but they can perform as front lines against cities with walls as fortified units, and that's about it. So it was built in a faraway land. That's fairly normal. Yeah, we weren't fully expecting to get it. We were just making an attempt on it. So let's make sure that we have prioritized... Yep, okay, that's all fine. We're going to want to get castles now in our empire, because they provide us with so much happiness. But the real question is, how long do we have to wait until we get them? Do we need to rush them? Do we have time? These are the sort of things that I'm concerned with now, is how quickly do we need them? So I'm going to head you up this way. Now this particular little worker, you're going to start building a road up to Sipar. Now you, I thought I'd actually woken you up to... I might have automated you again by accident, just not thinking. Okay, Elizabeth completed the Machu Picchu. Hiawatha entered the Renaissance. So we want to vassalize Nebuchadnezzar. Okay, there's education. So university prioritizing is going to be happening here. Just behind armories, I think. Really, it is so much better than an armory, though. Because it gives +1 science. You know what? It's so much better than an armory that I think it has to be prioritized ahead of the armory. So... We will let things finish. I might get this after the arena and the forge. Otherwise, the production in the city is really slow. So yeah, I'll let these finish. Let's see. So yeah, I want to prioritize once again the university. To there. We're just prioritizing the building because it provides a lot of science in my empire, particularly because I'm going to be growing a lot in these next couple of eras. So I'm probably going to prioritize that ahead of a barracks. The arena is actually a higher priority for me than the caravansary, and so is the walls. In fact, the caravansary is fairly low priority. Herbalist is quite high, actually. Maybe like just behind university. Possibly even just ahead of university, but I'll put it just behind. Let's see. Let's make sure university is... I don't even have a library in here, so that's something worth considering. This is a different city. Don't even have a library in here. Don't even have a library in here. So yeah, so I feel like I've prioritized the buildings pretty well here. We're not quite rushing to the university, but we're letting things finish right now. Monastery was purchased. Okay, we can liberate Theodora. Let's talk to my vassals. Am I taxing you at all? No. We got 2 spies. Let's spy on England. And then we'll spy on Polynesia as well. Okay. So we're going to take Sipar, and this is going to be our main sort of offensive platform that we use to push into the Nebuchadnezzarans. Once I have 3 pikemen in position, as I said, I'm ready to go. I want you to heal up. You go there. You can be automated. Come this way. You can be automated. You can be automated. You can be automated. I mean, I feel like the workers make decent choices. I don't really need to go into that level of optimization. My empire is so big that I just really don't think it's worth the effort of my time for me to put that in. Oh, there's actually room for a city in there. My God. I think I spotted that before, but I decided against it for my own sanity. Okay. Okay, only a couple of turns now until our units are in position. We actually have Landsknechts as well. And I am tempted to purchase another one. And you know what? I think I will. So let's go ahead and purchase another Landsknecht in here. And I'll take the shock promotion. I probably should have taken the drill on them because they have bonuses against cities. That might have been the better move. But I took shock. Let's actually get another one that's drill promoted. Because they get special bonuses. Oh, you don't have a barracks? You don't have a barracks in here? Oh, well. But the good news is these units can actually move on the same turn that they're recruited. So that gives them a lot of tempo. I'll have a great general over here. Probably don't need this many great generals. Roading. Just hold there. You move up as well. I could use another garrison for Troyes for another bit of happiness. Okay, you want to buy some of my sugar. I think I do need to go through the list here and sell off a lot of my luxuries to Polynesia in particular. I think he's my least threatening player in the game right now. So let's take a look at science. And look, you can see here now, I'm jumping. Ever since I pushed hard for my science things, I'm jumping a lot more now. Automatic faith purchase has been made. Yep, that's good. So, there's a few things we want. I want to get castles. Castles are important for my empire. So we need to pick those up. Banking is really important for my empire. Unit upgrades are really important as well. So we kind of need to like carefully balance our way going up the tech tree. We're probably not going to get many wonders just because of the position we're in, but we can get a lot of really cool stuff. So I think we'll pick up chivalry. And I would like to get theology for the +1 culture on scientists. That would be really, really nice. I don't think we're really in a position for that, though. I would really like to get ironworks up in my capital, possibly. So I'm going to go for unit upgrades right now. In particular because the castle is going to really... the extra happiness and growth on the castle just works really well with the empire that I've got, because I went for fealty. I have a lot of food in my cities anyway because of the policies, and I also have, you know, when I grow I get more units and I get more pop and I get all these other things. And especially here, having a really big empire is nice for the school, because you get +1 science for every single citizen in the city. Probably works a little bit better with tradition perhaps, but it works really well on this as well. And the extra culture per pop is really, really nice too. So let's get these guys in position. I will have a great general here, a great general here. These guys can all be upgraded now. I'm going to have Landsknechts out on the flanks. You're building roads to help resupply. You're going to just hold in that city for now. You can come up. You can come up. You can come up. You can come up. There's kind of a train of units here now that need to get into the city. And these cavalry, I'm mostly going to be using them as anti-cavalry as well, to try and prevent cavalry getting around and attacking my my catapults. Okay, we'll go into our next turn. So it looks like somebody is trying to fight my religion. Okay, We Love the King Day has triggered everywhere. Oh my goodness. Oh no, it ended. Okay. So let's go in and talk. Let's have a look. What kind of We Love the King Days are we looking for? Let's just try and get all of the luxury. Let's try and get rid of all of our luxuries and try and get all of the luxuries that we can. Oh, you really overvalue those. And undervalue mine. 10 gold per turn. Yeah, no, over 10 gold per turn, I'm a little bit skeptical of the value of that for me. So let's trade with someone else. Let's trade with someone a bit more reasonable. So I think, yeah, his seem to be valued about at the right price. With the exception of crab and cocoa. Dyes and ivory he'll give me for a reasonable price. Three luxuries plus 1 gold for 2 luxuries, or 3 luxuries for 2 luxuries and plus 1 gold. That seems like a reasonable deal here. It's a fair trade, I think. Let's talk to Polynesia. That's really highly valued. And he's undervaluing my luxuries. I don't want to trade with Nebuchadnezzar because I'm about to go to war with them. Now my subject, I think I might just give them, like, anything that I have a lot of copies of, I might just give them like salt, sugar. I might just give this to them. And then, like, just ask them, here, give me your horses. Would you... Give me 2 of your horses and you can have all these. Just to give her a boost so that she can recover into the game. Because I did basically, like, reduce her to nothing. And the better she does, the more I get out of her, you know? So that's nice. Okay. Play Lund, conscripted a pikeman. So I should have connected now a bunch of these luxuries from my cities. Let's have a quick look at some city-state quests. You want me to find a natural wonder. You want... Vilnius wants a trade route. Oh, that's... Am I already doing that? That's something I should have been doing if I'm not. No, I didn't do that one. I'm trading with Wellington for some reason. I think they might have wanted the trade route as well. Okay, they want the most faith. Great person points in all cities. They want culture. keep building those roads. I'm going to build a road straight through here. Oh, you should be in the city. That was a mistake to move you. Let's fortify here, fortify here. Just wait a turn, wait a turn. Yeah, keep moving. I've got like a train of units that I can't quite move yet. But next turn is the start of the war. We will move up. I'll declare the war now, I guess. Now, he does have a unique bowman, which is worth keeping in mind. So let's get our nice big flank on this guy. Better flank, better flank. Keep making that road. Receive a free great person of my choice. +1 happiness in all cities. Baths cost an additional 3 gold. Or aqueducts in all cities. I think absolutely the +1 happiness in all my cities here is absolutely worth it. Because that propels me up to 41 happiness, which is amazing right now. Because I have so many cities. So we killed there. I'm going to move back this way to provide a flanking bonus for this guy. I'm going to heal for a turn on this horseman and absorb a hit. We're moving up, that's good. Right. The terrain here is really awkward and we're going to have to do a lot of chopping with our workers. But it is livable. Make your way over there. I'm going to have 2 of these pikemen move down to the south this way. I don't see a position for this combo, but I think we're going to position a nice curve around the city. We're going to chop these 2 forests, and then we'll smash. Although we might actually move the sort of slope of the curve up to the top here. Move this topmost guy, like shift the line out into the snow maybe, if we can get a unit in this tile, which I think is a reasonable thing to do. So I'll move you there. I want to get a great general more over in this direction. I should have another great general. I think I can get you to sit in the city. And then I can get this pikeman to move up a little bit. Automatic faith purchase. Okay, very good. Let's have a look at the science graph. Yeah, you can see I'm sort of leveling off now as I'm finishing some of these buildings. We'll get a bit more from this School of Philosophy. There's a university finishing, armories finishing, all these good things are finishing everywhere now. So our science should start taking off here in a little bit. Again. The important thing though, on top of taking note of the science, is how many techs have we done? And you can see we were kind of on pace, a nice slow. And then it was like, okay, acceleration time. And you can see our graph has upticked quite a significant amount. Okay, we should be able to do decent damage to that Babylonian crossbowman. Right, we have chivalry, so that means I want to go through here and make sure that I prioritize. Ooh, what's this? Compo. I'll upgrade these 2 guys to help deal with that, and I may get a. I'll get a longswordsman to deal with that as well. But we want to prioritize the castles because they provide a lot. Somewhere in the sort of same position as the armory. Probably right after the university. This city has a lot of buildings to make. Because the growth and the happiness is going to be amazing for us. You don't even have walls up. Oh my god, some of these cities are in inadequate shape. Alright, just keep up the good fight. Do what you can. We can get orders, we can get monasteries and synagogues. We have so many buildings to build. We are going to want to pick up... our next policy is probably going to be this one. For cheaper faith costs and extra faith. And the extra pressure. Yeah, I think... Although this is really nice for me right now. But I think I'm going to take this to get my religious buildings flowing as fast as humanly possible. So let's have a look. Can't steal from Polynesia because we've completely outstripped them in tech. Oh, interesting. So we want to find Iroquois. Will you do embassies with me, actually? Oh, he won't do an embassy with me. Ah, interesting. Take flanking damage and cover. Okay, all good stuff. Okay, let's press forward now. We can get 2 catapults firing immediately. The next 2 are going to have to wait for a worker to get over here and chop. So I'm going to attack with the pikeman first and then the Landsknecht, and that'll push him into that tile, which will put a big threat on the bowman without putting this guy in a big threat. So I think this is fairly standard. We're more or less in the position we want to be. Now we could wheel we could wheel our catapults around to the right a little bit, but we'll see if we do that. These 2 pikemen were coming down this way as a sweep, and I was going to bring 1 compo with them. This compo is going to start joining the front line. I'm going to bring these 2 pikemen here. These Landsknechts up as well. I want a great general over on this side and over on this side. That's all good. So what's the damage here? Okay, this pikeman took a bit of damage again. Took a bit of damage on this pikeman too, but I think we're in position now for a major threat. If I were to hit here and hit here, would that be a kill? It would possibly be a kill if I could get... If I could get a horseman, maybe the flanking from the horseman does the trick. If I hit and then hit, it's almost a kill. Can I get a catapult to hit there? I don't think I can. You will probably survive and I can pull you back. You shouldn't die to this guy. I don't think he has enough damage to kill you. And he's really, really weak, and I think he might want to save that unit. Right, you gotta level up. Now, I could be doing swapping in and out of these pikemen and stuff like that. I think I will get pikemen in position to do that. This pikeman right here is my drill pikeman, so it's going to be the one that actually attacks the city. So let's start shooting the city as well. Let's get the builder in position to chop the forest, which will allow these 2 catapults to fire in a few turns. It'll only take me 3 turns to get this down. City will probably almost be done by then. Now this one, since you're guarding a great general, you're going to be fortified. And I could do... Oh, overrun. That's all interesting. Now mobility is really interesting to me here on this pikeman. This pikeman is getting really, really strong. I have amazing flank. I have amazing shock here. I think I really like taking cover though, because it's... These are really blocker units rather than attacker units. I like the idea of taking extra movement. That could be really fun. It would open up options with that guy that I wouldn't have on other units. Ah, okay, we assassinated a leader over there. Promoted to a thingy. I can't really steal from Polynesia, but it's probably worth it to just disrupt them. Let's keep getting the road. This builder is gonna make my roads. This one is going to make the necessary terrain changes to facilitate the war. Okay, you're gonna fortify. Although I could attack with you as well, but getting a replacement pikeman into your tile will be harder. Although you do have a lot of city promotions, so I feel like I'm wasting your bonuses if I don't attack. And plus, there's experience to be had there. Okay. Move all these units up. I got a compo over here. Move there. I'd like to get the experience on the swordsman and... Okay, let's go again. I think we're starting to pick up pace here now. My agents go where they please. Even though I am friendly with England, there's certain things that I just have to do, and one of them is spy on you. I put a spy on you. Man, you could really go through and make some really cool songs based on Civ. Let's see here, like by parodies. Your researchers are excited about studying it. Gain plus 100 science. Okay, that's pretty nice. That's half a turn of science for free. Let's chop this forest down. Okay, you have drill. You're drill promoted, so we'll do attacks here. This guy's also drill promoted, so we'll attack here. Now you have special loot rules, so you're going to steal money when you attack the city. Now you're going to pull back to here. You'll move up there. We've got a line of pikemen to replace these guys. Monastery was purchased. Okay, Turku has grown. Uppsala has grown. I'm going to go pillage this. And then come back this way. We're going to, once we take Sipar, we'll be able to do some good stuff here in terms of upgrading these horsemen and stuff. We want to save up our money to be able to upgrade the trebuchets and the horsemen. And I think part of me is tempted to rush for banking to get my gold up and just get an absolutely unstoppable gold economy. Go like banking, guilds, and then up into military techs here. And I could do an amazing military push with all that gold. But we'll kind of play it by ear for now. We need to kind of be responsive to the situation as it unfolds. Okay, you can come this way. I've got a crossbowman, or composite bow rather. You fortify in the city. You can start making your way back over here. And we'll go into our next turn. We're finishing universities everywhere, which is really, really amazing. It means we're getting a lot of science in Sigunta, for example. You'll see the science jump in here. Okay, we got physics, heavy skirmishers, circus. We do have 2 horsemen that we purchased. But yeah, look at all the science in here. It's so nice. We just got 4 science plus the actual university itself gives you 3 science, and on top of that, you get 33% of the science output of the city when a scientist when a thing grows, which is amazing. Okay, let's get you moving here. Let's quickly do a quick review. What units are under major threat? And you are probably number 1 suspect here for threat. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll shoot the hell out of this city. We'll probably do a bunch of attacks as well. We'll create a puppet. I'm going to move you in here. You're going to become a knight. You're going to become a knight. You're going to become a trebuchet. You're making your way home to heal. Pikeman forward. Do a nice chunk of damage there. You keep making your way forward as well. We want to cycle out our units. The terrain is a bit too awkward for compos. We might want a third builder here to help out with these frontline roads, and I think I'll get a third builder to help out because we don't have any bonuses to tile improvement speed. But we got a bunch of bonus yields here. We took the city. So I tell you what we're going to do. We're going to call this an end to this episode. I told you we would try to pick up pace here. I want to take at least 1 to 2 cities per episode. So I want to thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you guys are enjoying this series. Please remember to subscribe if you want to see more videos from me. Remember to leave a like if you want to directly support my channel. And remember to leave a comment if you want to give me your feedback. Other than that, though, I want to say I love you all very much. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.